Hi, I'm Bill Slavacek, R&D Director of Dungeons & Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, and you're listening to The Gamer's Haven.
Dungeons & Dragons, Wizards College. This is the Vorpal Network.
Welcome. Come on in, please. Have a seat, warm yourself by the fire, and listen to the friendly minstrel song. What? You've come seeking the tome? Well, you are in luck. I am the keeper of the tome. And what would you do with this mighty podcast? Oh, good. You have the right idea. You see, the tome is a source for expanding your understanding of Dungeons & Dragons and what various books have to offer. The tome's knowledge is endless when it comes to Dungeons & Dragons. So sit, listen, and become a sage of great renown. The Tome is a Dungeons & Dragons review podcast focused on official content. You can find the Tome at http://thetome.podbean.com or search for the Tome on iTunes.
Literally. When we last left off,
you guys had just managed to succeed in crawling your way out of the depths of the school as you accidentally broke down a section of the wall and found an enclave of cloned goblins and kobolds.
Sweet.
Sorry about that.
Stupid kobolds.
That's okay, they died. Well, most of them did.
It's terribly dreadful.
Actually, most of them are still alive and they have a happy, productive society in the depths of the school.
No one will ever find them anymore.
And they all work for us.
However, it is a great study area. If, of course, you excuse the smell.
Still heavy?
By the time we graduate, we'll have this league of kobold mages.
You, Zippy, go fight him first. Next.
I don't know if you're going to play Overlord as a game.
Overlord 2's coming out.
I want to play it. Loved Overlord 1. Well, it's that time of year that we all recall as students. That aching, horrible feeling where you don't get any sleep, are malnourished,
Finals.
and you feel like you want to shoot yourself. Congratulations, guys. It's your freshman finals.
Sweet!
Mid-finals or...
I thought that was prom.
It depends on how well you do on your finals. If you do well enough on your finals, yes, these are your finals for freshmen. If you do too poorly, then it's just your midterms.
Poorly. So is this me now?
You are aristocracy.
Yes, that's true.
This is me. You can tell because he's the only one that has a shield.
Am I the short one?
That's the nature you picked last time. That was about.
That depends
okay.
if I'm
Me?
short.
Back up.
No, because of the birth thing.
And then Michael.
If memory serves,
Okay, can you get me a paper towel so I can put that into this?
You're, of course, Slippy Mad
if
Frog.
memory serves, Fick is even is taller than I am, right?
Just by hair.
Not by the model, but...
Not by the hair on his chinny chin chin.
Well,
Is that going to pick Andre up behind the computer?
Yes.
Okay.
oh, okay.
That's yours, Ethan.
What?
You're moving out of your apartment?
Oh, yes.
That's your key.
Thank you.
The first thing goes first. This is, of course, the wonderful sit down, pee your pants type of exam, where it's not necessarily a test of what you know, more like a test of endurance.
How long can you stand up before
It's an open book final.
Yes. You have a minimum of 3 hours.
Minimum.
Wow.
Minimum.
You may not finish before 3 hours.
So we can sit there and stare at the wall for 2 hours?
That's right.
All right.
First and foremost, I need you guys to give me Knowledge Arcanus.
Ooh, I've got a +4 for that.
Hey, why the hell not?
Duh! That is an 11, but duh!
I got a 19.
Maybe it would help if I filled the test out on the right side.
What you realize is, as you're sitting there looking at the scan fund, you realize that you're one number
knowledge
down, so
arcana.
1 is 2, 2 is 3.
Shazbot!
I've been in that position
Did
before.
you have Vic fill in the bubbles this time?
No, the test was designed by the Florida.
I don't have knowledge arcana.
Voting
Do I still get my
Association.
intelligence bonus?
Yes, normally you will have. Basically, what that means is you'll have to spend Knowledge Arcana here soon, but you are still allowed to roll a simple intelligence check.
7!
As a wizard, isn't that an included class?
It's a class skill,
but if you don't put any ranks in it.
Ah, right.
Okay, so we have Nathan.
I got a 19. What'd you get?
19.
I think I may be
I'm not alone in going.
All those notes that I happened to find in people's bags really helped on this test.
Where are my
I may be
notes?
held back.
Where are my notes? Damn it!
Well, Nathan, you need to give me a slot check or a notice check.
Notice.
Yeah.
The man who doesn't have the skill.
Am I cheating?
Spot?
Notice, I condensed the skills.
Yeah. No, I got 0 ranks in it.
Good luck then.
I got a 2! Actually, I got a 13.
13. You will notice as you are handing in the test, the guy next to you, a relatively large Aladorfian man, so imagine like Germanic, blonde hair, blue-eyed, Aryan
Erudite.
shit monkey. When you look over at his exam, my good lord, it looks identical to yours.
Wow. Well, he was cheating off me, huh?
Or maybe you both got perfect scores.
Ah, you got right on that one.
Is Vic running around anywhere?
He is not allowed in the test chambers. He's a personal servant.
Darn it.
Well, I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to watch to see how long he waits before getting up to go turn in the test, especially if he's already done.
He, as soon as he finishes copying the last answer
Here's some copper.
from you, he gets up and goes and turns it in.
So I hand him my copy, and like 30 seconds later, he hands in his.
Yes. Although he kind of bashfully looks, well, as bashfully as a
He does the whole. He doesn't look at me.
Yeah,
straight.
He does the.
I stare right at his ass then.
Well, people begin questioning your sexuality.
No, not at his ass. I stare right at it. I stare right at his ass. I stare right at his ass.
Well, you see, their asses are all at my eye level anyways.
Well, you know, when I said the minimum test time was 3 hours, that was how long the test actually took. And, well, let's just say that the professors are... It's almost as though they're actually trying to distract you. For you in the conjuration room, he begins summoning things at the entrance of the class, and he sits there and speaks with a succubus. So you need to give me a concentration check.
Your natural one.
No, in his class, that's conjuration.
Sick.
Maybe that's why you did so poorly on your exam.
We're having an exam.
You know, it'd really help if she just stopped spanking herself.
Oh,
Have you not seen
I
World of
like
Warcraft
this
Succubi?
succubus.
That's what they do. They whip themselves. Ow! They make that sound too. You're like, what the hell was that?
So, Ethan, you actually
Is that a
finished.
cooing noise?
You actually finished the test 12 hours after you started.
Oh, I drew a picture of her again.
He's like, note to self, learn, summon, succubus.
So you will actually arrive back at your room at 8 o'clock at night. You started at 8 a.m.
When we hear random spanking noises and coos coming from your room, we'll know you mastered the spell.
Michael, as you're sitting there, the professor begins casting illusions, and so you also need to give me a concentration.
You got a 19.
Yes, that's fine. It's not as though he's doing well on his test, but let's see how long it takes him.
21.
Okay, he's sitting there beginning to cast some illusions. It looks like it's distracting more.
Ooh, that's cool.
It looks like it's distracting more of the other humans, but you as a halfling are innately a multitasker.
How do you do that one? Okay.
And then you continue taking your turn. Well, Becca, as you're sitting there taking your test, none of this stuff really making sense and wishing you had studied more, the professor begins casting abjuration spells on your exam. As you're sitting there kind of taking, the ink kind of runs off, so you need to give me a concentration to see how long it takes you. Oh, by the way, you will return back to your room in 4 hours.
Ethan.
Cool.
18.
18. Okay. It's not really distracting. It's more just irritating.
This is cool too.
And after you give a good old-fashioned growl at the professor, they stop.
Cool.
I didn't understand the words anyway.
And Nathan,
$15. That's where Blu-rays need to be.
something that kind of disturbs you is the fact that you think your professor is actually trying to kill you as he's firing evocation spells next to you while you're taking your test. Go ahead and give me a concentration.
I stand up and back them back with the desk.
I'm just like,
Or so you hope.
Yeah, exactly.
instead of ducking under the damn table. That would be a 17.
Okay, you
much
for
did it
the
take me?
you for the let's see, you succeeded, so it only takes you 4 hours to realize that you need to study more. And Nathan, it took you 5 hours because your test caught fire midway.
I am done, damn it.
Now, does the guy that copied you, does his test have scorch marks on it too?
Yeah, he cast a spell to actually copy everything and then changed my name. That's my handwriting!
Even has a little heart.
Yes, see? I'd always draw hearts over the tops of all my eyes.
Well, you know,
Shut up, it's not funny.
you guys make it back around noon.
I will kill you!
Silence! You two make it back around noon. You feeling pretty good about your test. You're like, oh my dear Lord, I'm going to fail. Oh my dear Lord, I'm going to fail.
Don't ask.
But I did.
No.
You didn't have a test?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was the only one who had a test then.
I get back.
Yeah, he'll arrive about an hour later after you guys.
I am like cursing and yelling and throwing stuff.
I'm not the only one.
Feckin' bastard
Why
cheated
did you-
off my test.
Why is your robe singed?
Yeah, evocation. The teacher likes to throw fireballs at you while you're taking their final.
Ah.
I'm like still smoldering in places.
I'm
Like
glad I'm not studying that.
no, the Aldorf. Sorry, what's his name pronounced?
Oladorf.
The Aldorf in class next to me copied my test to the T.
Even the little hearts over the eyes?
I thought I said you're not supposed to tell anybody that.
That's so cute.
I borrowed the notes. I put them back though. That one spell with the flame.
You ever heard of what's called a pillow party? It's where people
Sounds
shove
fun.
your head in a bag and then pummel the ever-loving crap out of you. Doesn't sound so fun now, does it?
Note to self: learn invisible.
That's not like the pillow parties we had.
You're a girl.
As you see the image running through Ethan's character's mind.
Well, he's still in the middle of taking this
Passing grass.
This is happening in the class. Like here's pen, paper.
Well, you guys
Test? Oh.
you guys will get decent and relaxed. You'll eventually calm down, figuring out how you're gonna pummel his face into the ground.
I'm not going to pummel his face into the ground. I'm actually going to use magic, and I'm going to get him good. I'm going to use cantrips to make his test catch on fire.
And finally, around 8 o'clock at night, Ethan slumps through the door. As you see,
Man, I thought our test was bad.
as his little servant says,
Sir, it's not time to pitch a tent yet.
Oh, I'm gonna go take a bath.
What the hell happened in your class?
Shut the door.
Do we hear monkey sounds? Wow, his class must have been good.
Oh, there's a bug on my plate.
Not anymore.
Thank you.
Now, you mentioned that someone was cheating off of your test.
Yeah, the Eladorf. I don't know his
Describe
name.
him.
blonde hair, blue-eyed, about 6'4".
Well, that's kind of generally speaking that they all look like that. Were there specific details you notice?
Give me a notice.
4.
That son of a bitch copied your test! That's what you know!
I need a memory. I need one of those memory. What do they call remind alls or whatever? The things they pull. Remember all. Yeah. Pull my memory back out.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
18. He's son of a bitch. Copied my test. 18.
Well, you kind of recognize his handwriting, so if you see his handwriting again, maybe you'll be able to.
If I see his handwriting, I'll know who it is.
I disappear to my room and come back with a stack of papers this deep.
Better start searching.
I lay them out across the room.
That would be a search check.
Well, that I have a +2 to.
You do it if you want to help.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, I don't think I'm assisting very well.
Did you get above a 10?
Now, the search is by itself still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 12.
12? Okay. You're sitting there looking through the papers, you can get distracted about midway through.
Ooh, shiny. Get out of my purse.
You have a purse?
Nathan,
I have a coin purse.
You actually find the asshat who copied off you. His name is Victor von Hilkdorf, son of the High Baron of Alladorf.
Victor von...
What is that?
What?
That's actually how he signs his name on his notes.
Victor von Hilkdorf, son of Baron of Alladorf.
Every time,
High Baron.
instead of saying
Wow,
I,
what a pretentious prick.
instead of saying I or me, he says that. Every time.
He's got a little stamp made up just for that. Blah, 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 stamp. Blah, 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 blah.
Stamp.
Now, you have knowledge... No, you don't have knowledge from nobility.
No. I don't give a rat's ass about nobility. I hate the fact that I am nobility.
Is that the guy?
That's the guy.
Okay. I will keep this in mind for future reference. I'm going to attempt to locate this individual.
Okay, well...
I know exactly where he is.
As you guys are sitting there kind of... You finally found it, you're like, ha! Your mandatory lights out.
I'm not done with my bath.
You're sitting there in your bath in the dark.
Fire! Do we have light now?
Although it's kind of dim.
That's okay. So, that's the one. Put these away. Gather up my foot stack of paper.
That's mine!
Sorry, I must have forgot to get that one back.
I told you, if you want to look at my notes, just ask.
I find them laying around in places.
Yeah, in my bag? My knapsack?
It's still lying around.
Yeah, my knapsack's just lying there. On my back. When I'm walking.
Maybe. Could be. It looks interesting.
You say that about everybody's knapsack.
Sexual. That was also sexual.
Well, you guys eventually plod your way over to bed. You already haven't been there. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams of seppi for next month.
Oh wait, the answer to number 7 was it.
He says in the middle of the night, oh my god! The answer to question 35 was... What's that? We're all like...
What the hell? Well, day 2...
10 minutes later, question 7 was this! We're like, shut the hell up!
I was like,
Gehenna! The answer was Gehenna!
as Nathan goes, you're right.
Damn it!
Well, at least I didn't. At least I know I missed one. So I didn't get a perfect score.
And this one, and this one.
And that one.
Well, day 2 of finals begins. Well, these ones are a slight bit different. These ones are a bit more attuned to your skills. Nathan, you're sitting there in a room with
21.
You don't roll anything yet.
I got a 21.
And standing in front of you is a statue. Looks like yourself.
You're ugly.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking.
Ooh. Man, you ugly.
Man, I am ugly.
That's how you look when you first crawl out of bed in the morning.
And you can hear ugly with a capital Ugh.
Come along, Paddington. That's my goal for Turkish. Actually, he moves pretty fast.
He sprints up your leg.
Damn.
You hear Professor Helsel, the drow, say, as an evocationist, you must learn the art of destruction, and you must do it relatively quickly. You are to destroy the statue. You have 1 minute. Get going.
Well, that's like 10 rounds. You'll be fine.
What level am I? Level 2? Great. Level 1 fighter. Great.
You're level 3 total.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what spells I have.
It's a good time to figure out.
I can't have any of the cool ones because they're level 2.
Okay, that feeling.
Well,
Where's my spell compendium?
worst comes to worst, you can start swinging. You got a minute? That's what? 10 rounds?
You have at least those.
That's right.
Because we traded them under.
I'm going to cast Magic Weapon and have it attack the statue.
Magic weapon increases your weapon's magical ability.
Oh.
You're thinking something like spiritual weapon.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to cast Magic Missile then.
Okay, roll the damage.
Ooh.
This is round 1.
4.
Alright, round 1, 4 points of damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to cast Acid Splash, which is level 0, which does what, D3?
Mm-hmm. 2 does 3. Oh, sorry.
2.
Okay, you're up to 6 points of damage. The statue looks barely phased.
I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp.
Cool. Walk up, handle its attack, and fuck it. Roll your damage.
How much damage does him?
D6 per caster level, if I remember correctly.
Per caster level?
Yes, so you're level 1.
caster. 3!
Okay, you've cast 2 first level spells.
I'm out of first level spells, I think. Yeah, I'm out of first level spells. Okay, I'll cast Acid Splash again. 2 points.
Okay.
And my last first level or 0 level spell, Acid Splash, for 3 points of damage.
You look like you've got about a fourth of the way.
Start smacking the hell out of it with my sword. I'm out of spells!
Well.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm out of spells. Well, technically it says I have 1 bonus spell at second level, but I can't cast second level yet.
Well, as a long sword, or you have a long sword, correct?
Yeah.
You can hold it in 2 hands, so you can get strength and a half. Just start rolling damage.
7 points of damage.
7, okay.
That would be 12 points of damage.
Hold on. 6, 9, 11, 14, 20,
21.
33. Okay. You look like you've got a little past halfway.
9.
Okay.
Another 12.
4.
Last round. 8.
You barely shattered by 2 hit points. Wow. As you can hear, Master Helsel, aren't you just a fabulous little savage? You're sitting there kind of sweating, kind of...
I ran out of spells!
It's okay, you did more damage.
Excuses.
Well...
Please exit my chamber. You have 12 seconds before I begin venting the room with gas. Alright, Becca, you're next. And you hear Professor Half-Blooded.
Does that describe him?
Yes, he's a half-Nyapian elf.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Becca. And
half human, half man.
Mm-hmm. You can hear him kind of go, well, let's see.
Yeah, I have a
Asian, Japanese. You speak with accent like this. Oh, sorry. Favorite anime of all time. As an observationist, you should be able to protect yourself and keep yourself alive.
He's Russian?
Sorry. I've only got so many accents.
It's okay. A Japanese accent. Very hard to say. Can I steal one?
You must.
A red one?
You must survive. You must avoid dying by 10 arrow shots. You must protect yourself, for we will begin shooting you in 6 seconds.
Shield.
5, 4.
I don't have any second level spells picked out.
No, because you shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Only pure blood wizard should have it at this
Level
point.
3 should have a second level spell.
Yeah.
Shield.
Well, yeah. That would be the first thing I do.
Okay, so you cast shield.
Oh, I have mage armor too.
Okay, so first round you have shield up. What's that make your AC?
I don't know.
Not
Just
high enough.
take your. It only adds 4. That's what it does.
Okay. I don't know spells very well.
That's okay. I knew that coming into a
She
wizard.
has an AC of 15.
15. Arrow flies right past you. Round 2.
Mage armor?
Yes.
Okay. Mage armor. AC is now a 19. Hits. For 5 points of damage.
Oh. Do I have full hit points?
You have full hit points back.
Yes, you have full hit points. It's been the remainder of the semester.
If you
It's
didn't,
been a while.
there's something
If you
going
didn't,
on.
you cut your wounds open
I
again.
was gonna say, if you didn't, there was something going on in your room last night.
Cutting herself is the only way she knows she's alive.
Okay. So you've taken 4 points of damage as this guy is literally just kind of standing at the end of a hallway and just kind of shooting you with an arrow.
Okay.
Well, it's now the 3rd round. What would you like to do to keep yourself alive?
Put him to sleep.
Oh, interesting.
She just waits.
I could take his arrows.
No, leave his arrows.
Whoosh.
Okay.
I'm
Well-
surviving.
Not necessarily the idea I had in mind, but seeing as how
He can't hurt you with the arrows.
it cannot hurt you, I suppose you'll pass based on creativity.
Way to think outside the box.
No, please leave my room.
I'm not gonna give him time to think about it.
Okay. Well, Michael,
statue.
you're sitting there in the high-pitched Professor Wiggletoes says, "All right, as an illusionist, your main job is going to be crowd control and distraction. So what I want you to do
I'm good at being distracted.
is to distract this ogre for a full minute. If you fail to distract him, he's going to try and hit you."
Sorry.
I think it's time for prestidigitation.
And he kind of looks at you like, he looks kind of confused as to why he's here. He kind of looks over you and goes, "Ooh, ooh."
You go. Oh shit!
Cheat, fucking dogs.
Cheat! See, does that monkey not look evil? Look at it, it's like, "Wah!"
Well, yeah, when you scare him, he's gonna do that.
Okay. What is the room I'm in?
I think you're about a 30 by 30 just kind of room with a few boxes.
Okay. I'm going to cast Ghost Sound
Okay.
on the opposite side of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to sound like there's some... Well, I'm not very big, so I can't do much with it yet, but as much loud, clamorous metal clanging like someone in armor might create
Okay.
on the other side of the room, and I'm going to attempt to hide behind a box.
Okay. This is just your stealth check. Go ahead and add 4 for the ghost sound.
Natural 20 plus... where's my calculator?
I can help you add.
20 plus... You said 4 for ghost sounds?
Mm-hmm.
40?
40. Okay. You're sitting there going, ha ha ha. Ah, well, let's see. What you do round 1. He kind of turns around and looks at the ghost sound and doesn't really pay attention. Next round, he begins he takes one of the boxes and kind of breaks it open and begins kind of looking through the contents. And let's see, round 2.
He's like,
he begins.
If he comes over my direction...
He begins wandering your direction.
Okay. He's headed towards the box that I'm hiding behind?
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's moving in any particular haste.
Okay. As he approaches my box, I'm going to jump out, cast color spray, and then hide behind another box.
Okay, well that's a will save on my part. Go ahead and give me a hide check at a -20.
A minus 20.
The reason is basically a sniper shot. Snipers have the ability to jump out, shoot, and hide. $12. Okay, that's still pretty decent with a minus 20. You jump out.
Good to be rogue.
And go. And so you kind of go. And he stands there for about 3 rounds, just kind of blinking. And you're sitting there, have a box. Ha ha ha. Except now he kind of goes. He takes his club and smashes a box. What number on a D6 do you want to be?
I'll be 1.
Okay, he smashes the box directly next to you.
If I cast a spell, will I come out of my hiding spot?
Yes.
I'm going to let him smash another box.
Okay. You're still 1. He smashes another box. And the last round.
I'm going to cast Silent Image.
Okay.
And create a duplicate copy of myself.
Okay. That's a will save on his part. Oh yeah, he smashes that. Ah! He kind of smashes it, kind of looks down and like, huh? Ah! As though he doesn't quite seem to comprehend why the fact he can't smash you. However, after that, the ogre kind of, his eyes kind of go milky white, and he kind of, and the door opens up.
That was fun. Can we do it again?
Suddenly his eyes unmilk. Ah! No.
No initiative, lucky boy.
Well, let's see. You get to deal with Professor Aceton the Summoner. In Italian. Sorry, it's Soranian.
Sorani.
Sorani. He talks with his head. He's gonna whack you. Sorry.
You don't do what he says.
You disrespect
Better must be whacked, old bean.
As a conjurer, you got to be able to learn to deal with summoned creatures like elementals. So your task is kind of easy. You need to summon an elemental and get it to light that fire. There's a fireplace.
You gotta go fire.
Now there's a few boxes all over the room. By the way, your butt's relatively sore from sitting all yesterday. As is your wrist.
My whole forearm.
That whole action in there, huh?
Got tendonitis now, you know.
But it was worth it, I take it.
Oh. That and every night till it stops being sore.
Comes out and his right arm is all muscular.
How's it going, guys?
This is not Lady in the Water. What were you doing?
Mishka.
Are you choosing nuts, honey?
Of course she is. Looking at different spells you have.
Ooh, look behind you, girl. The big moth.
The stipulation on this was
I cast Unseen Servant and tell him to light it.
He walks over and takes 2 pieces of wood and slowly rubbing them together.
I'll hand him my flint and steel.
Please roll 3d6 for me.
Roll luck. We're boned. Even.
Okay. Well, he's sitting there kind of. When you notice that the fireplace lashes out at him, and this kind of basically log tentacle thing kind of just whips around the energy and just kind of drags it in As you can.
Okay, what is it I need to light? It's
a fireplace, and out of the fireplace, a tentacle basically came and.
Tentacle.
Okay.
And it consumed your creature.
Huh. So it ate the fire. Something came out of the fireplace and pulled him in.
Yes.
Lovely. I cast grease in the fireplace.
Roll a d20, add 5. You're looking for a 15.
This is just not meant to happen.
There we go.
Okay, it is.
After a while, and you kind of hear a slow. Oh, congratulations! I was expecting to look through the crates and find the wand of summon monster, but whatever. And you guys are allowed to. You guys reconvene back at your
Waste a charge like that?
as you're at your tower, and you guys are all back before noon.
It was so cool. This ogre was in there, and I was like, pow! And then it was like, "Arr!" And I was like, poof, I'm gone.
He needs medication.
That was yours.
Oh, quite wonderful, actually. Yes.
I had to shatter
I
a
think you
statue.
used your flint and steel?
Yes.
It's not in your bag anymore. Where'd it go?
Little monkey. Fat kitty.
Nothing personal.
That's okay. we still doing the whole exchange where I pass you some food and you pass me some of his?
I'm afraid he's starting to know, so we may have to step up the exchange rate.
Okay.
How was yours?
It was awesome.
He already talked about it. We don't need to hear again.
Yes,
And what about yours, dear lady?
It was kind of boring, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Although you notice that she's kind of got a bandage right about here.
It's a little worse for wear.
Yeah, he didn't miss.
Yeah, will do.
He got his comeuppance, though.
I'm like resharpening my sword. It's all dull and blunt.
You looked like you had an interesting time.
Stupid teacher. How the hell am I supposed to break a statue with spells when I'm only been here for like 6 months? What kind of idiotic thing is that? And then he categorizes me for using my sword. What an idiot! Urgh.
So did you
The sword
pass?
is dull. Yes, I broke the damn statue. What else am I good at?
Taking the abuse?
That too.
Protection?
You've clearly got the wrong person.
Head warmer?
No.
I didn't say for me.
Well, as far as you guys know, your finals are finished. So you actually now have like a week to relax.
Hooray! Both
Well, it's only about noon, right?
Yeah, it's about noon.
I'm going to go exploring in search of this person who cheated on the test.
Okay, so you're going to go look for von Hilkdorf.
Yes, and I'm going to take the paper and notes.
What's this about cheating?
I found this on the
Someone
floor.
cheated off your test?
Yep. So if I fail, he failed too. Well, that's one consolation.
Well, I certainly hope you didn't fail, old bean.
Well, I know I got at least one answer wrong, thanks to you.
It's okay, old bean.
Gehenna?
Gehenna.
7?
Gehenna! That was the answer to that one. Oh, well.
Maybe you should take your next test to sleep.
That's an interesting theory, my lady.
You just
That'd be
have to
gather
get your hands
information.
to write while you
It's a spell I could research. Fascinating.
while you're asleep.
Anyway,
I would love
someone
to be
cheated off you in the
unconscious.
exam. Have you notified the professor about this?
Have you seen this person? I found these papers.
May I see you?
and I want to get it back to
Take matters into your own hands.
Yeah,
Actually.
you happen to find
Did you?
it's a
Did I? What?
fairly plain looking girl. You'd probably place her somewhere around Alemannia, so probably Germanic Greek. Or not Germanic Russian, more closer to Russian. She's like Vodka, Krishna, Soviet. Yeah!
We only give you the. We only give you the.
I have seen him.
That's Swedish.
Danish.
No, it'd be da. I have seen him.
I have seen him, says the 5 guitar.
We only have the finest Russian fish. Fish. In Siberia.
Wonderful. I'm trying to get these notes back to him. I found them on the floor the other day. I think.
Oh, you don't want to give notes back to him. You're a real ass.
Everybody has an ass.
Say nuclear whistle.
No. He's a real jerk. He tried to get people failed.
Why would he do that?
He think if less students, he do better.
What a dirty bastard.
He's not very smart, is he?
I don't think I'm there anyway.
I do not know. He copy every test.
So what is it you... What is it
How do you know that?
Copy of my first
Tell me,
test.
my friend, what is it you recommend that we do?
Did you see him catching this?
Pay him back
Or
as in?
Did you find out after the fact?
I tried to report to professor.
Well, whatever you plan
Else will
on
not
being,
care.
count me in. Teach
He says
the
cutthroat
ruffian a
will
lesson
deal
for
with
cheating off a friend.
Huh. Do you know how he did it?
I don't know.
Yeah, he looked over his shoulder. Very blunt. Not even try and hide.
I don't know
Okay.
many spells.
Well,
I can throw acid on
I think I want to meet this fellow.
Oh, he and one of other spires. He put in a rich treatment.
My dad wouldn't pay for the rich treatment.
Okay.
There's a rich treatment?
First thing he'd do is get 3 other tower mates fail, so take over an entire spire.
Sounds like the up and up fellow. Thank you very much.
He Aldorfian, real assholes.
I appreciate your information. I'll pass her a little gemstone that I picked up from someone in the bag somewhere.
Oh, thank you. You're very nice.
His own diary.
And you are very friendly.
It's a her.
Oh, thank you.
And then I will scamper off towards this other tower. Now, are there any sort of restrictions to who can go into what tower?
But
Doesn't matter. You have that
really.
amulet.
But remember, unless you use a charge of your amulet, there will be an alarm spell that will automatically notify him that someone's in his apartment. Remember, you guys have that. It's kind of the doorbell.
Right. I want to... I will go back to our place. Thick!
He's sitting there, finishing combing his robe.
Thick! I need some help.
This Thick is busy with his daily chores, old bean. What do you need?
I need some servant or messenger type clothes.
Servant and messenger type? You're an illusionist, old bean.
Yeah, but some things are too important to leave up to chance.
You're an odd one, you know. Well, why don't you go to the servants' quarters and ask them?
I hadn't thought of that. I got distracted on the way back.
Yeah.
Servants' quarters, right.
That happens.
I run away towards the servant quarters.
Yeah, biting the screen. For those of you who are listening, we have a cat who is a consummate hunter, and there's moths outside on the screen window, and she's attacking the screen and biting it.
She's vicious. Anyway.
So, to the servants' quarters I go.
Okay, so you run down to the servants' quarters, and what are the remainder of you 3 doing?
I'm trying to think.
Studying.
You know, if we had that amulet still, if we could sneak into his room, and we could do horrible things.
Sadly, we don't have that amulet, old bean. We'll have to take it some other way.
I wonder if I can get one of the teacher's abilities to get into the room without being...
Maybe it's alright. Perhaps, of course, it happens with everyone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we couldn't not necessarily send Thick for it.
Well, the thing is I can't be the only person he's cheated off of. There's no way. I mean, he was very blunt about it when he realized I noticed.
This also brings up the we could go after him in neutral ground, per se, you know. If there was some way to alter the magics to get into his room, it would of course be fairly time consuming, but we could go after him in a neutral area.
Like gym class.
Or something like that.
Dodgeball.
Are you speaking from experience? What is this dodgeball you do?
It's this dwarven thing where we throw rocks at each other.
There's a ball involved then. Is that what you're trying to protect if you're a man? You only have one after the first blade?
If you're the woman?
Shaped ball.
I've only heard of halfling toss, right? And then there's orc smash.
There's
that. Yeah.
I know what we could do. We can get into his room. We can cast sleep on him, bundle him up in his blanket, stitch it shut, and hang him out the window.
Well, that's true, but would that necessarily teach him the lesson that's needed?
We make the bag that he's out of. He's stitched in. Make it look like all the tests he's
What about just get him
written. Expel. I highly doubt the teachers will really give a rat's ass.
Well, if he's not caught for that, we could have him. He could be caught for something else, something a bit more expellable, or at least suspended.
Yeah, expellable. What can we get him expelled for?
Speaking of which, Michael, you're down in the servant quarters. Speaking of expelled,
I'm about to be if this doesn't work.
You walk in, and the first thing you notice is that many of the servants kind of have this look on their face.
Now, are there any of them that are not actually dead?
No, not really. Most of them are zombies at this point.
Most of them are fresher zombies.
The new ones look like some of our
former colleagues.
Mm-hmm. Are there any clothes that look like they're in relatively good shape?
Go ahead and you're a thief, so you're decent at picking off targets. Go ahead and give me a notice.
He's very good at marking a shell.
17.
Yeah, you find a relatively fresh gnome, about the same size as you.
Excellent.
A little taller.
Although you don't think you really need to pick it from him. He doesn't look like he's going to put up much of resistance.
All right, I relieve him of his clothing.
So there's now a naked zombie kind of standing there.
One of the professors walks by.
Have some decency, Mom.
Oh, I understand. Yes, it's lonely out there.
Something positive, anyone?
Exactly. At that point, after having taken the servant or messenger type clothing, I'm going to put my robe over the top of it, and I'm going to stroll by and see if any of the labs are open. Or any classrooms or any professors' laboratories. I'm looking for an object of high profile.
One that they wouldn't bolt down.
Exactly. Something that would be significant to a professor.
That'd be a search.
See if you can find the alchemist stone.
I know Voldemort has it over there.
Yeah.
Damn him.
That's a 16 on search.
You find you think it's Professor Blackteeth.
Oh.
The gnomish necromancer.
Oh,
you think you found his familiar and it's asleep. It's it seems to be a cat that was stitched together out of about 6 different cats. That's kind of curled up and sleeping.
Are you a good enough thief?
I'm not so worried about being able to steal the cat as I am.
For your life?
Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and try it. I'm going.
Ethan.
That's something on the cat.
See, that's the problem. I don't have any sort of spells like that.
You don't have a sleep spell?
No, I guess I do have a sleep spell.
Yeah?
But if I cast sleep spell on the cat, he's going to know.
Who?
The guy whose familiar it is.
The professor? Professor Blackteeth, the evil gnome.
That is how familiars work, right?
Somewhat.
Sometimes. If you try to harm it, he'll know.
It all depends on the link with their familiar. Some professors don't have a very strong link. Some who've had their familiar since like day one have incredibly strong links. Like if the cat's taken a pee, the master takes a pee. If the master's hungry, the cat's hungry.
I'm going to pull a piece of some.
If the cat's sleeping, the master's sleeping.
I'm going to pull a piece of some jerky out of my bag and try and coax the cat with it. Kind of encourage the cat to come to me. That way it doesn't look like I stole the cat.
Okay, so
Does the cat wake up when I wave the jerky?
You wave the jerky in front of it, and its eyes open up, one yellow, one blue, and kind of looks at you, and its eyebrows kind of furrow. And it kind of sits there and cocks its head ever so slightly.
I will continue to offer it the jerky and offer kind of very non-aggressive sort of way, reach forward trying to pet the cat.
You reach forward, the cat kind of looks at your hand sort of in that way of,
I could claw you to death right now.
it has that look of, what's that smell?
It has a Boris look.
Exactly.
And you touch it, and the thing that's really disturbing is the fact that it's not alive. I mean, you know what a living, breathing cat feels like, and it's not.
Okay, well, I will continue to hold the jerky there for the cat to take and kind of coax the cat towards me. And then, if it's all going well, I will try to scoop the cat up in my arms.
As you're sitting there coaxing, it kind of stands up, walks forward, and looks you straight in the eyes.
Because it's that big?
Well, no, it's probably like on a counter or something, and he's that small.
Yeah.
So it's sitting there kind of looking at you. Kind of turns its head.
I will put the jerky away and pull something else out.
What do you pull out?
Meat didn't work. I will pull out a little bit of rope and tie onto it one of the black onyx.
As soon as you pull out the black onyx, it suddenly goes from two. It reaches its paw out towards the onyx and attempts to grab it.
Pull it away from me. It is Boris.
I will put the black onyx into my bag and just hold it there.
It does the. It kind of does the. And it jumps into the bag.
Excellent. Then I will continue on towards close the bag and continue on towards the tower.
You begin walking back up. You're sitting there studying furiously in your books. And you notice 3 pages are torn out. What? Yeah, I mean, you're sitting there looking at your notes and 3 pages are missing. I mean, it's obvious someone, tore them out.
Whatever that could be.
I don't tear them out.
He's a little bit better than that.
And it's kind of irritating.
Yeah. They're probably the 3 I need to pass the exam.
Wait, those 3 pages, that's what the entire exam was about. It's those stupid 3 pages. No wonder! That one obscure thing that the teacher talked about for 5 minutes, that's what the exam was over. Of course.
Isn't that the way it always goes?
Is anybody else in the room, or is it just me?
Me and I are sitting out in the front room trying to discuss how we're going to get this guy back.
Alright. I'm going to go out there and ask for one of their books.
What?
Can I
Which
use
one?
your book? This one. I have some pages missing.
That's not his style. Sure. I'm looking at my book.
Does his book have the pages?
No. Yours have also been torn out.
Interesting.
What about yours?
What's going on?
Both of our books have some pages missing. Can we check yours?
Pop open my book and be my guest.
Yours has been replaced by lewd pictures.
Is that what's on those pages?
No.
Not normally, but...
Well, see, normally they'd be interesting lewd pictures, unless... But, I'm not sure you're too into ogres.
Ah! I need to take some time off.
PM?
I don't know, are we playing Mario?
Dr. Mario. Alright.
Should we ask some other students?
Hell yeah. I'm going to try to figure out which 3 pages are the ones that are missing.
It's the exact same as theirs.
Look what section it starts right here. Before.
What is it?
It's Gehenna! It's general magic. It's one of the it's part of the general exam. One that everyone has to take, For light, do you use phosphorescent moss or bat guano or blah? It's covering all the very basic stuff.
For the light spell?
Well, basic stuff like that, cantrips, cantrip stuff.
Don't stick at it.
Why would somebody want to steal those pages out of the
Because if
book?
you can't do the basic magic, then you get expelled.
No, but why take everybody's?
Okay.
Good question.
That's why I want to know if it's isolated to us or if it's everybody's books.
We should go around and ask. Let's go.
Sounds like a fabulous idea.
Ooh, that's right.
You three step out of your door, and there's Kankoris, the large Anubian necromancer, sitting there cursing up a storm. And he's saying the level of foul language that even you recoil from. You've heard some pretty drunk sailors with
that's
pretty bad
harsh.
mouths, but you've never heard someone beg the dark gods to inflict pox, sores, oozes, blindness, and castration all in one sentence, and it still be grammatically correct.
I must admit, your grasp of your language is impeccable.
He looks so irritated. He doesn't even have noticed you, and he keeps walking.
Sir?
Wow.
Hello, sir.
Is something wrong?
My familiar's gone.
Your familiar's gone?
Yeah, you know how I resurrected the ancestor.
Yes.
Yes.
He's gone.
Oh, yeah.
He has no brain, so someone must have taken him.
Oh, lovely. Well, some things are going missing around here. We have pages missing from some of our books.
Actually, I was curious if you had seen anything like this as well from any of your other students. And I open up the book.
Kankoris is actually a student. He's like juniorish.
Oh, your books. And the basic. I know this is a long time ago for you, but
oh, that's so quaint.
Yeah, every one of our books is missing the same 3 pages.
Sounds like you have thief.
Yeah, we know.
Yes. We'll try to find him.
But this is not the normal style for said thief. It has to be someone else.
Rival student?
Where was the last place you saw your cat?
Not cat, ancestor.
Ancestor. Tell us on.
He was. If I remember correctly, he was disemboweling clone kobold.
Oh.
Lovely.
Anatomy, you learn it.
Yes. I look forward to that one, of course.
Haven't taken anatomy yet.
I can see now.
What was the laboratory he was in?
Oh, I can take you to laboratory.
I'd love to have you find him, I mean.
Well, as you guys are kind of walking up, you see him walking. You can't resist it, except you've just got this giant grin.
Got a big shit-eating grin on his face.
Ear to ear.
I see you grinning like that, and I go, I don't even want to know. Let's keep going.
Hi. Did you take any pages out of our books?
None that I didn't put back.
You know, all of our books are missing the same 3 pages.
I don't tear them out. I cut them very quaintly so I can glue them back in later.
Well, that's what I consider it. Would you mind checking your book as well?
It's back up at the room.
Well, you guys are literally right next to the room. Because they brought it out.
I thought I was headed to the Rich Tower.
It's towards the top. Remember, it's a tower. You kind of gotta.
I didn't know if it was like spires different.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'll step inside and check my room.
Your books are gone.
Entirely?
In the entirety of your, 200 gold pieces worth of books, gone.
I'll have to look into this later. I'm a little busy right now.
Busy? What am I doing? Oh, Lord.
Let's go.
Do you need any help?
Ask Vic later.
Ask Vic? Vic?
No, you have to ask him later. You can't ask him now. He doesn't know yet.
What are you doing with this monkey?
Good things.
He didn't get you in trouble?
No.
Okay, when you have to separate good things and bad things like that.
Let's go help.
Yes.
Our fellow.
Well, you guys, you had of course passed them, and you guys stop at one of the laboratories, and well, it's clean. It's sterile, clean. Absolutely nothing there.
Just one of those laboratories that the people come in and out of with the portal?
Yeah.
Like the kobolds come in and out of with the portal?
Kinda.
We'll go ahead and take a look into this some more if you got other things that you're wanting to do. If I remember correctly, we can use that portal thing too, right?
Must go finish studying.
Honey, look at his eye.
I know.
He's bleeding.
We have some eye stuff.
Yeah, but not that.
He of course, saunters off in his black robe, still cursing.
I think one of the kobolds might have taken it. As it was disemboweling a kobold.
Yeah, cool, very well, babe.
Let's check that out.
Yeah.
Let's go check with the kobold population.
Michael, you're standing outside his door, and, well, this place is certainly ritzier than what you're used to.
Probably. I will pull out the black onyx that lets you re-roll from my bag, and I will present that. Well, when someone answers the door, I will inform them that I have a gift for.
Well, you make your presence known, and no one shows up.
No.
There's no one in the tower.
That's not. No, that's not scratch. It's sore. There's no scratch to it.
Is it possible to open the door from the outside?
There's no opening. You walk into the wall.
Okay, but if I walk into the room, it sets off an alarm.
Yes.
Okay, then I will use my amulet. Scratch one charge on my amulet.
Okay.
And I will enter the room.
Okay. You step into the room, and the first thing you notice is that most of the furniture, books, and everything else has been heaped into a giant pile and lit on fire, and it's still burning.
Is there any obvious presence in the room?
No. It looks like someone must have come and gone.
Okay, I'm going to check and see if I can figure out which one is this guy's room. This Baron Withal, whatever his name is.
It looks like he's taken over all of them. Remember how they said that he got the other 3 expelled?
Okay. Does one of them have a chest or crate in it?
Probably yes.
Okay. Then I will find the one that looks like has most of his things, or things that are easily identifiable as his.
Give me a notice check.
Right.
18.
Anything of obviously notable value has been thieved.
Is there anything that would identify it as his that's still present?
No.
Spell book?
Well, yes, there's a spell book. You look at it and you're like, it's very simplistic. Like he's barely grasping the step beyond cantrips.
Okay. I will remove the cat from my bag and place it within the chest.
It sits there and kind of looks at you.
And I will, since I don't need to present the gift, I will leave the cat with a little black onyx.
The cat says, "Bertrand," and it sits there in the box.
Thank you.
Bat, 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 bat.
Your partner will be here shortly?
He already knows.
Oh, okay. Well, we're...
By the way, I want to ask what exactly you're doing.
Oh, certainly. The individual in question has been cheating on tests the entire time and is now up in the ranks of things and really a bastard overall.
You're trying to get him expelled.
I just thought I'd give him a little comeuppance, but expel works too.
Yes. I recommend pushing him out of a window.
Hey, that was my idea.
Well, I thought about
Now remember, murdering fellow students is expellable. However, if you don't get caught, and if you resurrect him as a zombie, technically you didn't murder him, you just changed his status.
But the only problem with that is being 2.5 feet tall. Really hard to push.
Please. Alright, fine. Castrate him and watch him bleed to death. That is the most satisfying.
Very true.
Or if you want to follow some of my larger brethren, disembowel him and slowly gnaw on his innards.
I can see how that would be amusing.
Bow.
Thank you.
You have very nice innards, by the way.
I'd like to keep them though.
I do a quick pat down, make sure they're all still inside. Oh, my goodness. No. Well, thank you. And you are a very interesting feline.
Very robust kitty.
I will
Of course.
see you around sometime.
I'll pretend to be dead.
Okay, and then I will scamper away.
Okay, you scamper out. You guys warp into the kobold and goblin area. And you see a number of them sitting there. Give me notice checks.
There's a new way.
15.
First in line.
15, 7, 3.
Wow. Somebody did worse than me.
Oh, natural 20.
You guys are sitting there looking around. It's like, man, you look around. You know that feeling.
Hi.
They're all looking for
toes
stuff. They're like ruffling through their own stuff, kind of doing the, dear Lord, where did I leave that? Seems like we're not the only ones that are missing things. They seem to be missing things as well. Look, they're all rummaging through their belongings.
What are you talking about? They're sticking their heads in boxes and stuff. They don't look like they're rummaging for anything.
And they're looking, my friend.
Well, let's ask them.
It's quite easy to... Excuse me.
What? No, we're friends. You remember us.
Yes.
You're fat. I'm fat? Yeah, I guess I'm getting kind of chubby.
It was all this.
Anyway, yes. Where was I? What is it you're doing?
Someone stole something.
What did they steal?
They stole my shiny.
Your shiny?
My shiny.
A lot of things are going missing, obviously. So I take it you didn't take a dead cat.
Cat. Dead body. It's a dead body. No dead cat.
It's a cat.
No, he said dead ancestor.
Dead ancestor. Yeah, lovely.
No, we haven't found the dead body. It's not over yet.
What about pages?
Pages?
Paper?
Show them
Got
our
lots of paper.
Someone stole our pages.
They show you it's like an eclectic amount of random papers that it's like imagine someone dropping like their math notes in the hall and they pick up one of the pages and one of their chemistry pages and
That's like my collection.
it's just a random collection of papers.
There's something going on. I think we should notify that security gentleman.
I agree.
Back in the hallway then.
Yes.
Sorry.
So you're shiny. What's it look like aside from shiny?
It's like take head peel off flesh. Shiny.
A skull?
Yeah.
A shiny skull.
Gold.
Lovely. Go.
Gold.
4 gems. Okay.
4 gems in the middle of the skull. Okay, if we see it, we'll bring it back.
Thankfully, it's not 2 gems right now.
Lost hand in back and I'm trying to find it.
We're gonna let that stay.
Place that.
We're gonna let that stay lost.
Where did I put that hand of
I cut off my hand, but it got away.
How do you displace a minor artifact? I don't want to know. I'd forget my head if it wasn't silent. Well, unfortunately, you don't have the head effect now.
So you guys pop back out and yeah, you can see like one of the professors walking down the hall cursing. It looks like he's also got something that's missing and he keeps walking.
Sir? Professor? What's missing?
It's the bearded Viking Tongan Professor Berger.
Professor Berger. What's missing?
Spell components! I must done my spell components!
It seems as that quite a lot of people's belongings are missing. There's something really trivial to some very important to others.
Someone's causing chaos.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna actually go talk to the guard.
What, me? Wasn't me. I resent that remark. I am not very chaotic.
He's very ordered. What the hell are you talking about? Have you seen his bookshelf? He's got everything alphabetized and in chronological order, and the letters are the same.
I don't go in his bed.
You
I also
walk
invented
back
a decimal
down.
system as well to keep it up in order.
Were you guys looking for something earlier?
Yeah,
With the tall guy in the hallway?
yeah. His spiritual ancestor that he resurrected for his familiar is gone.
What does it look like?
skeleton.
It's a skeleton.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Oh, remember that Baron von whatever his butt is?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's now a very sentient undead cat in his room waiting to be discovered by the proper authorities.
There's a professor right here.
How did it get there?
Well, I was walking by and I heard some noises. There was a fire burning in the middle of the place. And I opened the door of the room to see if there's anybody in there. Maybe someone was hurt and needed help, whatever. And I saw the cat in the chest. And I was like, cat?
That'll be a bluff check.
You better roll good.
I'm glad I'm a thief. 16 plus
12 on my sense motive.
26.
That cheeky bastard.
1.
Holy crap! Stealing other people's familiars. He's probably the one who's stolen and is burning all of our belongings.
I bet you're right. Let's go get the the guard now.
What a bastard.
You guys have... He's like, oh, well...
I rolled a natural 1, so I'm like, that son of a bitch! Let's go get the captain of the guard right now!
Captain of the guard, let's handle him ourselves.
I'm going to gut him like a fish if I get my hands on him. But first, I want permission from the captain of the guards because I don't want to get expelled.
Professor.
It's like, da-da-da-da-da. I
Lovely chaps.
He's like, I hear nothing. I see nothing. I know nothing.
And there's a way we can summon that security gentleman.
Yes, there is.
It's been after finals. I can't help you.
Huh?
It's been after finals. If you can't remember it, then you probably forgot it and studied for finals.
No, it's been 2 months since the last time we played.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
Oh, Jesus.
Just a 10.
You dumb. You...
19. You, of course, remember it instantly.
Hey, 14!
It was just knocking on the wall 3 times. Up comes Stormy, a half-orc who, he seems to be missing his great axe.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, you've never seen the look of death from an orc before until you've seen this.
Oh, yeah. Well, but he's trying to soil my robes again.
Again.
Watch!
Stuff has been... We've had our pages stolen from our book. We've had people who have had things stolen. And then he says he sees stuff and give the guy's name because I can't pronounce his name.
Baron Von Badass's stuff.
Yeah. Room full of burning stuff and a stolen familiar. That bastard stole our stuff and now he's burning it.
One at a time!
I'm sorry.
I explained what he told me because I failed my sense motive with the natural 1, so I believe wholeheartedly what he said.
It's fairly obvious that this gentleman's been stealing all of our belongings and is now burning them.
I want to be on the posse that guts him.
I'm hiding behind him.
I'm doing my best not to laugh from behind the group.
Yeah, he walks up to the room and he just kind of walks in, sits there and looks around. Becca, you can give me a survival check, please. Survival!
Is this the check to see whether or not I survived?
No. Yes.
Yes, I'd like you all to give me a death check.
If you fail this check, you die
She has
instantly.
track.
Ooh.
22?
Okay, Becca, you're sitting there as they're all saying that you kind of tune out the cursing from the orc, cursing from Nathan, cursing from Ethan, and occasional giggles from Michael. He's like, the one thing, you're sitting there kind of looking at the fire, and the thing that really makes you curious is the fact that there's no footprints to or from the fire. It's almost as though the stuff just wound up there. Like maybe someone walked on the ceiling, I don't know, flew, teleported, but someone didn't walk up and pile the stuff on. Because this is a very plush rug. It's the type of rug where you walk on it and you fall asleep.
What?
There's no tracks.
You're talking about a magic school where people can fly. Of course there's no tracks.
That's evidence.
Yeah, and if he was stealing everybody's stuff, he wouldn't exactly leave evidence that he was there, now would he?
But this is his bedroom. Certainly he walks around in it.
Are there any tracks at all whatsoever?
Now, Michael, have you caught on yet? One thing that I point out about his spellbook is he barely grasps first level spells.
Are there
I
any
know,
tracks?
I caught that, but I didn't.
Your guys's, but that's it.
Just ours.
Just our what?
Just our tracks. No others.
Well, except for the occasionally, walking in and out from one of the
Couldn't he have
But it's
obviously
like walking
covered
through
his
the
tracks
fire.
in some way? Maybe he
Which
covered his tracks in his own room.
Walking what?
She does find his tracks, but it's like walking from one of the bedrooms through the fire out the
Nothing
door.
walking up to the fire. Like if someone were to create the fire or set them on fire. Nothing like that. Very strange.
Speaking of fire, we should try to put it out.
Cantrip water.
He walks over to the sink, creates some water, dumps it on there, walks over to the sink, creates water, dumps it on there, walks...
Are
I'll
we
help.
just watching?
Good show! Good show!
Why don't you lift a hand and help? And I go over and create water.
I
Dump
just
it.
had these herbs combed.
And your wrist is still sore.
You see Fick polishing the boots as he's walking.
What?
I'm gonna start looking.
You're the
at
kind of
walls.
aristocrat I joined the guard to get away from.
Go ahead, give me
Join
another
the
survival
guards
check.
away from aristocrats like me. I think I'm a dandy on living.
14.
You identify a spell
I
component.
take the bucket
Or
and
what
I
you
dump
think
it
is
on your
called
head as I
sulfur.
walk by.
Sulfur.
On the walls.
On the walls. Just like small amounts. You don't think you really would have noticed it except for the fact that it smells like rotten eggs.
Sulfuric acid. Go back, get another cup,
What about
or
the
another
ceiling?
bucket.
Anything on the ceiling that I can see from down here?
Give me notice.
Whoa!
Not really. It's way up there. He's a tall human, you're a short dwarf. You know how it works.
What?
Come here.
What?
There's sulfur on the walls.
Sulfur?
That would be a 16 for my notice.
Sulfur? Why would you put... The only spell component you know of is fireball. Why would you fireball as a roof?
Well, fireball actually uses guano.
Sulfur and guano.
Why would he have sulfur on the walls? I think this is a trap. Sulfur is a very combustible material. If this fire reaches that sulfur, that wall is going to burst into flames.
Yeah, then we should finish putting this fire out then, eh?
Yes!
He finished. It's eventually put out. And suddenly you all get the feeling of dread as Professor Blackteeth walks in the room.
Hello. Sir?
Professor?
You look very lively today.
Yep, heart's still beating. 100%.
Hopefully it'll stay that way.
Does he have good insights?
Oh god. Oh god.
Ripening. He kind of walks past you guys. As even you see,
So cool. What's so cool?
he walks in and picks up his familiar,
Terrible.
walks out and says, "Mr. Snuggles says he likes you." And the cat, look, you got. This is the first time you guys have really seen the spell-stitched cat.
What? No.
He walks past you guys, and the room, as he walks past you, of course, it feels cold as he just walks past.
Oh god, I feel my soul wasting away.
See you tomorrow.
Oh god.
Wonderful.
He scares me.
Why does anyone go into necromancy? It's such a terrible thing.
Are you kidding? If I could have a Mr. Snuggles, that'd be awesome.
You're a very odd little one. Have you dropped them off when you were a child?
Kicked.
Oh, that answers a lot, actually.
Okay. Is your axe here?
No.
What else is in there?
Bastard.
Furniture.
I'm digging through it now.
Go ahead and give me a search check.
I suppose you want me to get my hands dirty in that pile of gunk? No.
6!
Ash! Yeah, I think.
Oh, pick.
Search it.
He begins rummaging through.
Yeah. Natural 20 on my search check gave me 30.
Okay. Becky, you're sitting there looking at a lot of this. A lot of this looks like kind of ritzy furniture, maybe like furniture you'd find in this room. So, was he burning his own furniture or something like that? You know all those valuables I was talking about that look snatched? You found them in the fire.
Okay, so someone had taken all of his valuables and put them in the fire.
And instead of looting them or something.
Sounds like someone's out to get this person more than I am.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there.
Maybe copied off the wrong person's test. Not yours.
Yeah, he did that when he did that to me. But the thing was, I wasn't going to burn his stuff.
Where is
There's sort of a gentleman's code when you fight with nobles that you don't actually attack each other's furniture because it makes the mistresses mad.
Where is
Yes, my father told me about that one.
That's a good question. I'll go look for him.
He storms out of the room.
And we leave the room too, because I'm not going to be left in this room without the captain of the guard here.
You guys step out, and there's Mr. Snuggles staring at you. The cat.
I go, hi, Mr. Snuggles.
Interpose him between the cats.
Wow.
You can eat him.
I take it. I have to take a different approach because that obviously is not going to work.
Why are you talking to a stitched together cat?
Thank you.
He bats the gem back your way.
What thanks? Put it back in my bag.
What's that cat giving you a gem?
Because I gave it to him first.
Oh.
What did you do with the cat?
Well, my thought was maybe I could leave the cat in the room, and that would be grounds for expulsion.
You took the cat?
For theft of a
I did not take the cat. I offered the cat a gem. They climbed into the bag after the gem.
Wow.
So
I did not steal the cat.
He came by willing.
Yes, and then I placed the cat in the room thinking that maybe we could, I don't know, maybe blame the missing whatevers on him and then have him expelled, but that obviously didn't go my way.
Could have pushed him out a window.
That's the problem. I'm only 2.5 feet tall.
Pushing people off windows.
Well, we attach a rope to him, let him hang by a foot.
The cat purrs at that idea.
Just let him hang for a couple of days. You know, the blood rushing to his head will maybe make him...
people out windows.
He rubs himself against your leg and leaves a small chunk of his fur.
No, nothing over here, thank you. I'm all right. That's all right. I think I must be jogging along, thank you.
Must seem harder.
I also like the idea of catching him in the middle of the night when he's asleep, and then hanging him out the window upside down until he confesses his...
Mr. Snuggles recommended castration.
Man, I am evil, but I'm not that evil.
Snuggles has a very, very sick sense of humor.
Suppose that might explain why he's... Yeah, the comment about the tasty, or the good inners.
Necromancy. Dreadful.
We have to find him first.
Yes.
Well, let's get looking.
Well,
The captain of the guard went to go look.
He's getting late. Well, we're not exactly late.
Well, in all honesty, the best way to probably find him would be to gather information, because tracking in a place full of people is kind of hard.
Okay, you go that way, I'll go this way.
Hey, have you seen a giant prick? Yeah, I walked out. I got a 12.
I got a natural 20.
I got a 7.
I got a stall! Oh! I got a stall!
A star, a tree, a star, a tree!
18.
I got
18.
a star, so you got
scary.
a 12, 17, 18...
Natural 20.
Okay.
Which is a natural 20 because I have a charisma of 0.
Well, Ethan, as you're sitting there walking along...
Excuse me. Have you seen a veteran monkey puffin?
You begin talking to people, and it seems like almost everyone in school had something stolen from them.
Yes. We have belongings missing. I think even some professors are missing things, and some of the
And a naked gnome zombie walking back.
and even apparently some of the servants have things missing. 2 hands there.
Here's your gnome. Hello.
It does danger to and fro. Okay, so that's what you find. People have had everything stolen. Becca, as you're sitting there talking, you're talking to the person. They're like, well, yeah, almost everyone in the school has it in for it. He's one of the most hated people in school. No
Everyone
one likes
in the school.
There's a lot of suspects.
No kidding.
Yes.
So I mean,
But have you seen him?
no one's seen him. That's what kind of confuses people. He's usually all over the place. He's that chauvinistic, I'm right here, worship me like a god type of person. And he's gone. Just up and vanished.
Well, I can't complain about that.
So that's what you get to chew on. Michael.
You see your little foot twitch when you went like that? That was great.
You're sitting there talking around, and You get the smell of rotten eggs as you walk towards one of the labs.
Well, not only am I innately curious and would investigate it anyways, but given the discovery of sulfur on the walls, yeah, I'm stopping at the lab.
Huh. Well, you sit there and you find expended spell components. It's kind of hard to tell if they are kind of like a mishmash of crap, but sulfur is definitely one of them.
Okay. Is it? I don't suppose there's any evidence that this was done recently?
You need someone maybe like a ranger to do that. Well, no, I'll let you do it as a rogue. Go ahead and give me a search check.
What'd you get, a 2?
You're guessing past couple of days at least. I mean, probably right at...
From conversations with people, how long has this guy been missing?
Well, he did his finals and then he went back to his room.
It's been a couple days.
Well, no, you guys just finished finals today.
And no one's seen him leave his room since then?
Nope. But that's what you get.
Okay.
What you find with your natural 20 is that he is willing to do anything to do well on a test. Anything, including cheat, steal, stab, whatever.
Sleep.
Sleep with the professor.
Since most of our professors are male, that's really disturbing.
Let me get through the grade. But something that really bugs you is
37.
Someone heard him talking to someone last night in one of the labs. They could have sworn it was a gnome.
A gnome, huh?
Or maybe a halfling.
High-pitched voice. Huh?
High-pitched, squeaky voice. That's about what they got. Maybe a goblin, if he was talking to one of the goblin clones.
About thick.
But there's definitely something small in one of the labs.
What lab?
Lab plot.
Okay, I'll go to lab plot.
You will see him sitting there kind of looking
What are you doing here?
There's holes in the strings.
I smelled sulfur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know, best I can tell is that it's been done in the past couple of days.
What's been done in the past couple of days?
Whatever was done with the sulfur and the other miscellaneous components.
You guys have spellcraft, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and give me spellcraft.
Tiny ass fingers.
Am I with you or not?
You guys have probably all met back up. 1! I got a 5! You're like,
am I there?
Yeah, you guys are probably all there.
What am I
probably met
rolling?
back up. Spellcraft.
I got an 11.
11.
21.
21. Very nice.
23.
23.
Not very
You
good.
two, you're sitting there kind of...
Well, this looks as old as
You're sitting there kind of looking it over, and Nathan's about to taste it when you slap his hand and tell him not to eat sulfur.
Can I give them a more exact? Well, I probably can't roll better than him.
So, yeah, but that's about what you got. You stopped Nathan from poisoning himself. Well, you know that's how you dealt with some of the weird chemical components when you were a guard instead of opium.
Opium. So, opium.
You guys, both of you identify this as some sort of summoning spell, specifically with the demonic nature.
I do believe this was a demon summoning.
I'm going to have to agree with you.
The sulfur's not necessary. So the sulfur's not necessarily part of the summoning. It's more a result of it. So he summoned something nasty that gives off this sulfur.
Explain the sulfur on the walls because someone would be
If he summoned a demon, it easily could have gotten quite out of hand with him. And a demon would have enough power to do these various things around him.
without being seen, though.
Without being seen there easily.
But the problem is, he's not that good.
No.
So it would have meant he would have stolen someone else's spell.
That or he attempted the spell from a scroll of some kind.
And failed.
And may have failed to, well, summoned it and failed to bind it. Two things that happened.
Are there any demons that would randomly steal stuff?
That'd be a knowledge planes, but unless someone has it, they can't roll on that one.
Knowledge what?
Planes.
Good God.
Yeah, no, don't have that one.
24.
24. Well, a brief, particularly annoying Quasit could do it. And they have the ability to turn invisible.
There is, of course, you could summon a Quasit.
Call what?
A Quasit.
Bless you.
It's a demon. They can turn invisible, in fact, yes.
By little,
I've read about them.
By
I hope to summon them one day. Bend them to my will.
Do they,
Bend them to your will?
You're a cheeky bastard. Get your mind out of the gutter. I know you're close to it.
As soon as you stick your hand down like this, Fick begins filing your fingernail.
Are these closet?
Quasit.
Yes. Are these things leaving behind a sulfur residue when they leave?
Well, if it was a fire closet, I do believe it would, yes.
How would you go about tracking or finding a fire closet?
We need a spell. I've heard of a spell that allows you to detect elements. Maybe
something that's really hard to deal with closets is they can teleport at will.
Yes, well, the problem with them is not only can they turn invisible, but they can also teleport at will.
That's why there's no tracks.
Precisely, and it can light itself on fire. It has an expirability, since it is of the element.
So all it has to do is sit on your couch and whoop.
Yes, exactly, yes.
So
and they are mischievous little buggers, almost as bad as him.
Almost as bad as me?
Yes, almost.
Sweet! I like it already.
He's got a physical incarnate on the elemental plane.
Excuse me,
Demonic
abyssal plane.
Abyssal plane. Sorry. I don't know the planes very well. I haven't gone through that class yet.
Let me check. When I need to grab something from the plate, I won't bore you.
So what you're saying is we should probably let the professors know that there's a closet loose in the building.
Possibly
a closet, yes. That would be my deduction.
Okay, anybody have an idea what professor would best handle this?
Well,
conjuration?
I do believe my conjuration professor would probably know most about it.
Excellent. Let's go find your conjuration professor.
Well, that would be wonderful, yes. Maybe he'll summon that succubus again.
What?
Nothing.
Something about a succubus?
What about a succubus?
I don't know.
Well, as you guys kind of walk in, ding at the door, you got standing in front of you is now a startlingly hot succubus. Your jaw drops. You just kind of stand there.
You look. Hello,
you're
friend.
looking straight ahead, and you realize she shaves.
Hello, old friend.
Yes. How may I help you? She runs her fingers down your face.
You can do that as long as you like, oh dear.
We're here to
We're here to.
Is the professor in?
We're here to do whatever you want, my dear. Yes, whatever you need.
No, you don't want her to do whatever she wants.
She's attractive, but she needs more meat.
You don't want her to do whatever.
You're like a sandwich.
Is the professor in?
Oh, he's indisposed at the moment.
Matter of fact, they pull a sandwich out of my bag. Eat.
Oh, thank you.
Professor, we do need to see the professor. But take your time and wait.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
They're hypnotic.
Can we leave a message?
Oh, yes. No need to leave a message. We'll just wait here.
25 on.
This is what I get for playing a warlock on WoW.
I'm just going to. Is she blocking the doorway?
Kind of.
You could probably run between her legs, but your head might brush something that it probably shouldn't.
I'm going to just walk underneath her into the room.
You walk underneath her. She doesn't stop you.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Look up.
He's sitting there, kind of laying there on the couch, sprawled out.
Professor, we have a dilemma that requires your professional.
You guys hear from inside.
Oh, good God.
Oh yeah.
She quickly steps inside.
We follow.
You guys see.
You don't want to strain any muscles, no?
Let me with you.
She bounces in all the right places.
I know. It's hypnotic, isn't it?
So that's why it took you 12 hours on your final.
Final?
I want to take your class next year.
Now you know I want to be a summoner.
He's sitting there. He's kind of shocked as he sits there and he blinks a few times at you and goes, I thought. Sorry, I thought you were the Halfling Mafia.
Halfling Mafia? You're the Mafia?
Don't ask. It's a long story.
Oh, that's fine.
You haven't paid your pie dues. Sorry.
It was a catfish.
Professor, we have a bit of a dilemma. I think one of the students that's not so good with magic tried to summon something and failed miserably.
Well, he succeeded in summoning something.
Yes, but failed miserably at being able to control it.
Yes, summoned, I believe, a closet or some sort. Yes.
Oh, closet. Yep, sorry. A closet, eh? Oh, yeah, that would explain why everyone's stuff has gone missing.
Yes.
Oh, you're so handsome.
You're quite
Such a large tent, too.
You send her out of the room. Thank you.
I so want to learn that spell.
Huh? What are we doing again?
Closet.
Hello, Professor! Nice to meet you again, sir. Yes, a closet of some kind.
Abyssal.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, well, that would be a problem. The only way to really track down that bugger is to, well, get something that closets like.
What don't closets like?
Well, do I know what closets like? Go hang to me in all place. No, I don't know about that. You believe that they love holy water. They drink it.
So holy water, huh?
Not quite.
Holy water.
Not quite.
I haven't made it that far in the book yet. I'm sorry.
6. Ooh. They like crosses, don't they?
Not quite.
Not even tiny ones that are made out of silver and little things on it?
They've
How about sandwiches?
they like trickster souls that are easily corrupted.
Souls.
Well, we happen to have quite the soul right here.
Now you're gonna have to do some sort of a malicious prank. Prank that's gonna get someone hurt, and it'll probably show up right there.
Where is he when we need him?
He can take a beating.
No.
Yeah, I can.
But it's not the prank I was wanting to perform.
So I think we need to find what's his name and dangle his ass out the window. With a frayed rope, no less.
Well, if we can't find him, who are we going to dangle outside of the window?
You guys discuss things with the professor. Find out the details. I'm going to go look for someone.
Don't do anything until we're there. We need to be ready for it. Remember.
I'm not going to take on the closet by myself. I'm not that crazy.
Yes, you are.
Maybe.
I'm very, very curious, but I know enough to realize when I'm in over my head and can't get myself out of it.
What's your wisdom?
15.
Okay. Yes, you do know when to get out. Just making
My
sure it wasn't
wisdom's
like
a
an
10.
No.
My wisdom's a 10. I'm average.
So I'm going to go try and find this fellow.
You're looking for
the Baron von whatever his ugly butt is.
Yeah, whatever. Baron von Dickhead.
Have you seen a giant penis walking around?
Walks like this, goes.
That's to gather information.
Nope.
That's slightly better.
27.
Last anyone saw him is he was entering his room. Hasn't been out since.
I'm going to go back to the room then and see if I can't find some sort of escape hatch. Or
go ahead and give me a search check.
Maybe somebody made him invisible.
Because all accounts put him in the room.
Do we know anybody that can detect magic?
26.
Well, something that you kind of notice now that you've put out the fire and whatnot is underneath the fire there's a piddle mark, like someone peed themselves.
I know I should have looked in for bones.
Okay, so he wet himself and then the fire was lit on top of him?
Maybe something like that, or...
How the hell would that still be there if there's fire on top of it?
Urine stains.
Or maybe like it happened before the fire and then stained in.
Yeah, but wouldn't the carpet have caught on fire?
Not this carpet.
Not with magical fire.
Yeah, the room rarely catches on fire. It takes some effort to destroy a wizard's college.
Okay.
Especially with all the wizards inside it.
I want to know why no one knew about the fire.
No one entered his room.
Because you got everybody else expelled.
They don't have any sort of
fire detector
Yeah.
in a school, in this school, it wouldn't be that helpful.
It would be going off all the time.
Especially since one of the researchers, who's not actually a professor, is a pyromancer, stolen blatantly from Warhammer Fantasy as a pyromancer. Bright Wizard, sorry.
Okay, so there's a pedal mark on the floor, and there's no other traces of anything in the room, like a secret passageway or...
Nope. It looks like whoever was there just kind of disappeared.
Or incinerated into ash because the idiot tried to get something to do something he didn't want to do.
Or may have been transported somewhere.
Are we all there, or is it
Well.
just him?
He said he wanted to go off, and
Just
you
him.
guys were talking about how to deal with the closet. Your Professor Asioson, the summoner, says, now you're going to need magic to hurt it.
Of course. We know which is well.
What kind of magic?
We know some magic.
You're going to need magic, and for some of our stronger compatriots, you're going to need some sort of magic weapon.
Well, I have a spell that'll actually make my weapon magical. For
That'll
a
work.
game.
You got something?
Magic sword.
I can summon creatures who can smite the forces of evil.
That might work.
Well, if he needs strong magic, we're all SOL.
Strong magic? You mean magic higher than level 1? Yeah, we're screwed.
I can cast a magic missile.
Well, that'll do some damage to him, so long as he doesn't resist it.
I can put him to sleep. Is he affected by sleep?
I think demons are immune to sleep.
Frost?
Don't know. I have to try that one.
Is he fire?
Demons really ain't my specialty.
Is it succubi?
No, that's more for personal entertainment.
Yeah, I want to learn that spell.
Take my class.
Next year. I suddenly have an idea that I'm going to change from abjuration is my
evocation. Your evocation.
To
Okay. Well, Michael, that's about all you find. I mean, it's almost as though he just vanished into thin air.
Yeah, my money's on the closet. Took him with it somewhere.
Probably a good idea.
So who am I going to pull a prank on that I wouldn't mind being malicious against?
him?
Now, see, malicious isn't normally something you like doing.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, no. Because really, I have to have some sort of ill will against someone for it to be malicious intent. Otherwise, it's just inherent curiosity.
Has anybody done anything to you that you dislike?
Except for him.
Any
He didn't really even do anything to me.
The professor will survive if you try and hurt them.
Ooh.
So.
I got it. Where's the naked gnome?
Wandering around the school.
I will find the naked gnome and bring the naked gnome back with us.
You guys are sitting there, and suddenly there's a halfling and a naked gnome.
Ah! For heaven's sake, show some decency. Oh,
Are we ready to find the closet thing?
Yes. Have you found someone to that we couldn't? Yes.
Naked gnome.
It's an undead naked gnome.
Exactly.
It doesn't have any feelings. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's dead. It's an it. It's not a him.
But this just has to be malicious.
Very well. You're welcome to try. I don't think it'll work though, because it's a thing. It's like me going and knocking over that vase just because I want to piss the vase off.
Suddenly the flowers grew.
See? Okay, well, if we're ready, then
I know you don't really mean to hurt that flower's feelings. There, it's okay.
Flower, tree flower.
Oh, sorry, there's an elf in the plant. In the potted plant.
Trying to make a tree.
How to know you're truly an elf? You spend most of your life on pot.
Okay, so what are you going to do to said gnome?
Cut off his
And by the way, just as an FYI, we don't hate midgets. They're just gnomes.
We hate midgets. No.
Malicious would be cutting off his what?
Which, by the way, Matt,
I'm telling you, you can't be malicious to an object. It is a thing. It does not have feelings. Watch. Your mother was ugly.
I'm going to pull out my fishing string and tie my fishing string around a tooth.
Oh.
Tie it to a door
Not looking.
and slam the door.
It's going to be messy.
Nothing?
You're not hurting its feelings. It doesn't have any feelings to hurt.
Certainly hurting my feelings, Joe. I remember having that done when I was a kid. That sucked.
See, that's what I was hoping for, is that someone would strike it for someone else and would be kind of malicious. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Well, I'm open to suggestions then.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up and slap him.
Ow!
What's that for? Very rude.
Are you mad yet?
No, just
Now
sting.
slap him again.
Ow!
Get mad.
I don't think mad is going to work in this instance.
It will if he wants to hurt me.
But
I know. There's no need to do this. This is all very nice.
yeah, slap him.
We can find a time.
slap
Ow! What was that for, you horrible woman?
That I actually liked.
See, it hurts to be slapped by a dwarf.
You wouldn't, you're a savage. How did you even reach that high? My lord.
He's bending over.
How do I even reach that high? Oh, her?
Ah,
To me, it's easy. I just bent over to hit you.
that stings, you horrible little stunty person.
Use me?
What is it with you horrible short people? Rude! Rude! Oh, you put drinks on at my home. Yes. How?
Well, that wasn't working.
Little wankers. It's her.
I don't have one.
The gnome dangles.
You want one? He can remove that one.
That's what I said to do in the first place.
Yes, but it's not going to hurt his bloody feelings, is it?
So in order to be malicious, you have to hurt somebody's feelings?
Yes! What is the point of being malicious?
We'll understand that it's malicious. Won't you guys be cringing when he does that?
Yes?
Yes? It's more of a sympathy. We're more malicious if we hacked it off and stuck it in one of our ears. And then paraded us around in front of everybody. That would be malicious.
Why don't you conjure something evil that will attack him?
Everyone give me notice checks.
How can I do that on the whole thing?
Good God. You are impossible. Can you roll for
22.
That's terrifying. I would not summon a horrible, nasty thing. I could summon a horrible, nasty thing. But it wouldn't mean anything because I'm not trying to be malicious to him.
Are we still in the professor's
Yes,
chamber?
you are. He just had it sitting there like.
You got a 7. I got a
He's like roommates.
22.
Okay. And what'd you get, Ethan?
I rolled a 1.
You're up on the turret.
You're on your aristocratic rant.
But both you two notice a small flitting across the ceiling and kind of a
I swear.
high-pitched giggle.
I swear, it is absolutely unconscionable for things like that to happen. You are just... Ah!
I'm gonna slap him again.
Ah! How do you jump? What? Is it a stepping stone? Is it a soapbox?
How high is the ceiling?
Probably
No, I
around
can
10
punch
feet.
from where I'm at.
That would be very, very rude. You dwarves are all the horrible little things.
You just insulted dwarfdom.
Uh-oh.
Gotta punch him now.
I'm gonna punch straight ahead, baby. Take it back!
At that point, all of you can make out the audible laugh from the ceiling.
I would like to color spray the closet.
At that point, it's initiative.
Okay.
Ethan will miss the first round of initiative. Sorry, Ethan.
Right in the mommy and daddy button. Right in the mean bean machine. I think she got a testicle.
Vic begins massaging your testicles.
Little bony hand. There, master. You still have one left.
Nathan, initiative check.
Oh, sorry, babe. He got a lot.
I think some.
24.
By the way, I think the rating of this is going to be on teen.
Yeah, just one.
Becca, what'd you get?
Exactly.
Oh, sorry. I got a 9.
Okay. And Michael?
19.
Ethan?
15, but I do miss this round, yes.
Yes. Sorry, Ethan.
Oh, no. Justifiably missed this round. Thank you.
Actually, I might miss this round too, based on the fact of sympathetic parents. Because we both, I see him get hit, and I'm like, oh!
Well, what's worse? What's the worst part? You hear a small. Hey, hear a.
Oh! Jump up and down, little drop it back in your body.
I think I can taste it in the back of my throat.
Oh, you pussy.
Maybe if I swallow, it'll go back.
Nathan, you react.
Deal.
Whoa! Magic missile!
You are okay, magic missile.
This is crude.
Go ahead and give me a caster check, please.
The way I've been rolling? What's that?
What's a caster?
18. Concentration?
No, it's you add your wizard level. So
19!
You succeed in getting through the spell resistance.
I do 4 points of damage.
As you can hear, kind of a squawking noise.
Oh, now we're laughing.
It's the closet thingy. Whatever it's called.
Oh, what did we do? There was. Oh, you bastards.
Nathan?
Yes?
This little thing, no more than a foot. Imagine like a miniature person with little wings and kind of claws. And
Like a method.
Yeah, like a method. Except it's got a scorpion tail. Flies down and attempts to sting you in the eye with its tail.
Jesus!
It misses your eye but hits your forehead instead.
With an AC of 19? Damn.
Yeah.
Ouch.
You take a point of damage, and I need to give me a fortitude save.
Oh. Hit a man where it hurts.
Oh, please, you're a fighter. Don't complain about fortitude save.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This means you're going to roll a 1.
A 10!
10!
Oh.
You lose 4 points of dex.
Wow.
As basically you feel yourself kind of slow down as a neurotoxin enters your brain. And it's in there cursing at you as it's in there fluttering in your face this way. You can't. You know, when you've been drunk, it's kind of hard to keep your eyes on something.
Yeah, I know what it feels like to be drunk. It's here somewhere, I swear.
Michael.
I'm going
Sorry.
to.
Okay. Tiny helps.
Oh yeah, no, but rolling a 4 on my fortitude save.
It's Murphy's Law, dude.
Yeah. The higher your actual bonus is, the lower you roll.
It was so funny. We were playing this one game, and Steven had to resist a wyvern poison. It's like a DC 17. He's a dwarf with like a 20 constitution as a level 15 barbarian. It's like anything but a 1.
He rolls a 1.
He rolls a 1. He loses D10 con. He rolls another 1 and loses another D10 con.
He rolled 2 10s, didn't he?
No, I didn't roll 2 10s. He just rolled that horribly. But the barbarian's like, I've got less hit points than the wizard. But
I'm going to swing it with my silver short sword.
okay.
It's tiny.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to hit it. That's 16.
You will indeed miss. It's in there kind of fluttering around. Ethan. You stand up, kind of go.
Oh,
jump!
Oh yes, there. It's still there. It's still there.
Yes, Master, see, it's right here.
Thank you. Yes,
All right.
Massage it later. Yes, yes. You didn't hear that.
Does this mean I'm a handmaid?
Shut up.
Is it attached to
Speak when
anybody?
spoken to.
What, Becca?
Is it attached to anybody?
No, it's fluttering right in front of Nathan's face, obviously irritated that he magic missiled it.
Okay. Where am I in relation to him?
Oh, you're probably no more than 5-10 feet off.
To the right? Because you punched him in the nuts, and I went.
I wanna try and use the Ray of Frost, but I think isn't that a cone?
No, it's ranged touch.
Ranged touch attack.
Right, but can I hit it without hitting him?
Yes.
Yeah, if you roll a 1, it will not
will
only
hit
cause wild magic, but it'll also hit Nathan in the face.
I'm good at wild magic.
Yes, you are.
Okay, what do I...
To kill the quadrant, you summon Baylor.
It's your face attack modifier plus your strength.
As the professor goes, out of the room! Somebody's talking about yes?
Ranged touch attack is based off of your actual
Range attack.
range. Okay, so
Base attack plus dexterity.
So I have a...
Total base.
Like,
base attack bonus.
I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Just it's
A natural 20.
You will hit as you realize it is resistant to cold magic.
Yeah. Okay. New tactic.
Oh, that's good to know.
Okay. Top around, Nathan, despite your dex loss, as you guys can see his forehead begin kind of swelling with this lump.
Yeah, magic sword.
Ow! Oh, there.
A little clumsy right now. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Well, it continues flying around annoyingly at you and attempts to sting you again, Nathan. Not quite this time, as it just kind of the chain, your chain shirt just kind of stops it. Michael.
I'm going to attempt to hit with my silver short sword again. Yeah, exactly. Because the spells that I memorized are kind of area effect spells.
AoE, right on Nathan.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't suppose an 18 hits it.
Did you add in the +2 for flank? Because it is in front of Nathan and you're on the other side of it.
No, I didn't.
So that's a total of a 20. That will actually hit.
Sweet.
You'll get to add in your sneak attack bonus as well.
Right.
Because it's obviously not paying attention to you.
Yeah, it wants to eat my flesh.
So
Well, in all fairness, you're the only one who's done damage
to it yet.
Yeah, about that. Okay. That is 7 points of damage.
You stab it and doesn't. You slash it and it just kind of, with a burst of small fire, just kind of reseals.
So silver's not going to do it either.
Nope, sorry, you're thinking nickel.
Well, I was thinking that something like silver might do it. But
Ethan.
I use one of one to summon a celestial giant fire beetle.
Okay. You can still attack with the fire beetle. With the fire beetle like it's mine.
Yes, but not with a 3.
Okay. Becca.
Alright. You have to roll really high to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, it's got a pretty decent AC. It's small.
it's so tiny.
Okay, so I tried cold. I'm gonna try burning hands, but I don't know how that works.
Professor, do you want to lend a hand here?
No, this is really music.
It's a horrible test.
When dealing with a closet, you do not solve the quandary of summoning it. Do not punch your friends in the testicles. Learned by fellow classmates.
Class, and all the men in the class go, oh!
And that was a chick too, man.
Ow! That means there was some strength behind that punch.
13.
Did you hear a pop?
It gets its reflex.
Nutcracker.
It failed its reflex, actually.
Walnut.
Now, the thing is it's a cone in front of you. So you will catch Nathan in the burst.
That's fine. I can take it.
So go ahead and give me a reflex, Nathan.
Me?
Yes, you.
I failed.
Remember, you've lost basically +2 modifier in your dex.
+1. I failed. I got 5.
Kind of stumble into the fire. Roll, how many wizard levels do you have?
2.
2? So you roll 2d4.
Oh, those are the ones I...
Sure.
I got lots of D4s.
Like how drops of doom. 6.
It resists the fire. And you take 3 points of damage. As you feel your eyebrows catch on fire.
What the hell? Is it resistant to all forms of magic?
No. I hit it with magic missile. So I take 3.
Yes. as your eyebrows catch on fire.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm used to it.
I'm experimenting.
This is college. It's the time to do that.
Just as long as it doesn't involve any more testicle shots, I'm okay.
She kissed a quasi. She liked him.
Yeah.
It's your turn now.
Okay, so it's flanked.
Yes.
So that gives me a +8 to hit it.
Good luck. Don't roll a 1.
You bastard! You just jinxed me.
Because remember, it's a magic weapon now.
An 11.
So a total of a 19. That will hit it.
Wham!
Little prick.
Actually, I go.
Prick, let me in.
Little prick. Let me in.
6. 10 points of damage.
6 plus 4 is 14. Right,
Is
head's
it
right.
gone?
Yeah, it erupts into a small little burst of flame, and as its guts kind of.
Excellent.
Sorry.
You need to give me another
sorry.
4 feet safe, by the way.
Oh, you suck. That's slightly better. 13.
And that's slightly better. You only lose 3 more decks.
We should get you.
Yeah, you don't feel very dexterous right now.
I don't think I can drag.
I think I need to get cure poison.
You kind of stumble into the table.
Only slightly clumsy.
Well, going from a 16 to a 9 kind of a drop.
That hurts.
Yeah, where's the poison orb?
Where's the shot? That shaman guy that had all the potions the other day.
In graduating.
Damn.
Yeah.
You don't just take him to the infirmary, you idiot.
We have one of those.
We would have to.
Yes, I need to go. Quickly.
Let's go.
It's still there.
You guys stumble off towards the infirmary.
You are such a wuss.
As he pees blood for a week.
I'm not talking to you. Stop it.
As they will inform you that your testicle will be fine. Just don't play with it.
No. All right then.
And Nathan, it's for some reason someone seems to have stolen all their cure poisons. You know those brain fish that you see in that's kind of what his skull looks like.
Parrotfish.
Yeah.
So it's called. That's the big thing on this head.
Well, we can lance it.
Let me think about this for a second. No.
Well, then I recommend you get rest on your week off.
19.
No.
Son of a bitch. I'll get rest.
Where would a quasi take all the stuff that it stole?
I don't know.
Let's ask the teacher. Actually, let's reference it in the library.
It would.
Hobble, hobble, hobble.
No, I'm in a wheelchair. And Vic is pushing me around. No, pulling me, so you can see. It's like in one of those the rickshaw carts. Like onward. Aya. What?
Guys, go ahead and give me. You can make your knowledge planes at a +2. Everyone else, just go ahead and give me search checks.
Yeah.
I like ponies.
You like ponies.
19.
19?
20.
20?
13.
13. Okay, well, you really don't find anything except for other people's notes.
More notes!
Climb up that bookcase and get that book up there.
You find that usually they store it somewhere. That's the way you're seeing your. They like to hoard stuff, and they use it to tempt people and whatnot. You find that they store it on another plane.
Oh, lovely. Well, I could try and do some wild magic again.
No.
Let's see if we can open up the abyss.
No. Quite all right. We'll make do without it.
What about the planar magician?
Yeah, we've got to know someone here that can.
There's got to be a professor for planar magic.
Well, there's a professor who specializes in planar magic.
We should go
There
talk
we
to
go.
him.
You talk to Professor Helsel. Yes. Go back.
Yes, I know.
Next time, put your back into it.
We had an encounter with
Still
a Quasit.
having acne issues.
No, Quasit.
The drow looks at all of you disapprovingly.
We didn't do it. Thank you very much.
Didn't do
I don't
what?
care if you summon the Quasit. You're bugging me.
Well, he stole a bunch of stuff and it's on another plane. We wondered if we could get your assistance.
And it's for me.
I'm pedigreed dwarf.
Well, I'll
You're
run around
picking
in
the
my bags.
belongings that come
I
back.
think she's a bit used, if you know what I mean.
I slap him.
She doesn't have to jump this time.
Think next time, get in the way.
Sorry, Master, she's got a higher deck than I do.
She moves quick for a dwarf.
I have this. I pull out that stone I got on it.
Very well. You happen to have the closet with you.
We smoke
Sort
it
of.
thusly.
Pull off a piece of the intestines that landed on me. That's about all we have left.
This isn't enough.
Sorry, I hit him and he went.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you then.
Can we go? Do you need more of his intestines? I'm sure there's still some left in the professor's room.
I need his skull.
Would that have been left behind if we killed him?
Roll 3d6.
1. 5. 2. One down.
Nope.
Don't have your skull. What? Not anymore.
Well then, you're out of luck.
My concern mostly is not for the belongings so much as for the student that I think might have gotten abducted by the closet.
His fault for summoning it.
Probably.
Quite right.
But there's no way to maybe check in and see if there's...
I could, but that's way too much effort to exert for a freshman.
Did we mention it's the son of the Baron of Aladorf?
Please, like I give a shit about human nobility.
Well, I'm just saying, he could cause a stink.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm so worried that his father will send an army after the evocation professor.
I'm not saying he'd send it after you. I'm just saying he might send it to cause problems with the school.
What would it take to warrant your efforts in this matter?
Freshman.
Did I mention there was a nice golden skull with 4 inlaid gems? Somewhere with that? It's up for grabs?
He sits there and looks at you suddenly like this look of, did you just say what I think you said?
Yeah.
Who the hell had that?
Someone.
Tell me now.
It was just one of the kobold clones, I believe.
Where?
In the walls,
We don't actually know. They're in the walls.
There are ones living around. They collect junk. So I would suspect he got it from someone. Found it.
Yes,
and
that skull is
unsuspecting.
more than adequate payment.
Excellent.
For a freshman. Who knew that some kobold
That's not in your
We
class.
are almost sophomores. You should give us some grade.
I don't know if I'm almost a sophomore.
Well, he says, I'll get to it. I recommend you go back and get rest. You have 5 minutes before lights out.
Like I'm going to make it back in 5 minutes with the way I'm stumbling around.
Well, Vic, mush.
Yes, Master. You could lay on him.
I think I would crush Thick under the weight of me.
No, he just has to pull. It'll just throw his back out, is all.
I'm not going to kill the kobold or throw his back out. He doesn't deserve
You
that.
might squash him, but that's okay.
Other nut.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt the kobold.
Well, you guys make it back just before lights out and
Fire.
lay down and
Oh, no. No squeezing.
it went on its own.
Oh. Washcloth.
Well, you guys eventually all bed down. I need you guys to give me notice checks.
Sock.
24. 24.
Notice?
30.
18.
I got an 18 as well.
Well, all of you get this wonderful brief sensation of falling for a second and then stopping.
Oh, what the hell was that?
I don't think we're in the same place we were before.
Open my eyes.
Are we all together, or were we on our...
You guys are probably in your rooms.
We're all sleeping in the same bed, just so.
We're not that, you know.
We're not that friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hates me now.
We're not that experimental with college students either.
Because you know where college students have been.
Precisely. All right. Open my eyes.
I will bolt from my room.
Ha
Like, not victoriously or kind of a, oh my god, what just happened kind of low.
You bolt from your room. You open your eyes.
I sit up and grab my weapon.
Okay.
I sit up and open my eyes. Ooh. Holy
you sit up and it's kind of dark for you because, well, it's dark. Something oozes on your face. You're sitting there kind of looking, and there's faint moonlight. Ethan, and you could have sworn your room had less wood in it. Becca, you're sitting there with your dark vision, and you look around, and, well, you're not in your room anymore.
Light.
Where am I?
You're in a hallway, and walking up are 8 individuals, all of which are kind of clad in this kind of stud leather, have short swords, and it looks like they're headed your way.
Familiar?
And you guys realize that you're no longer in your rooms.
Where in the bloody hell?
And that's where we call it tonight.
Where in the bloody hell?
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.